Okay, here we are. And what I want to do is basically take you through various functions and arguments and parameters type of thing, right? So let's just write a function, and I'm going to call this, what should I call this? I'm going to say print hello, right? Make it very simple. It doesn't take any parameters, and I'm going to say print. Oops, print hi there. All right, something simple like that. How do we call that function? We simply say print hello right here. And from our previous discussion, you know that if I take this line of code and I put it above it, it's going to complain because it will say, hey, I don't see print hello anywhere. And that is true because when the function execute, I mean the code executes, it will start from the top. It will see this function call, and it'll say, I haven't seen the definition of print hello. So that's why you always basically want to put your functions before the call. All right. And okay, so that's, if I run this, this will basically give me hi there, right? And then other ways you can, we can also pass in some parameter here. I need to put a line. I can say parameter. I'm going to say first name, or just put name here, hello. And if I run this, it's going to complain and say, hey, you're missing an argument, right? And instead of doing that, I can change that to Robert here, right? Now running this would basically, do what it's supposed to do, but I forgot name. All right, very cool. So that is basically how you pass in a simple argument, right? This piece is called argument, and the same thing becomes a parameter here, right? Nothing weird. So sometimes, what happens is that, sometimes you know how many, parameters you're passing in. Other times you don't know how many, right? So in those cases, what you can do, like in this case, if I had, name one, name two, right? And I ran this code, put name one right here. All right, it's going to say, hey, you're missing something, right? Right there, give me a problem. So you can use this, it's called Args, right? And basically that means a variable length of arguments with a star, ARGS. And I'm going to tell you, this is the only time in Python that you see a star. I mean, a star in C language means a pointer. Very scary stuff though, right? But here Python, almost one of the first times you'll see a star that's referring to pointer concept. So instead of args, I'm going to call it, the arg basically means a list of arguments, any number of arguments that we don't know. Actually, in this case, maybe we do know, but instead of that, I'm going to put names here, right? Names. So I can say my function Robert, John. I'm just writing names of people that I work with, and let's just go Mary, right? And all right, so now if I run this, it's going to give me a problem, right? And you're going to see why. All right, actually, actually, it's not going to give me a problem. It's going to print everything that's coming in that names. However, if I don't know how many items are coming in as a argument, that will give, just by printing the names, it will give me all of it. But I can also go ahead and put a number here as if I knew how many is coming in, though I know, index 1 should give me John. And if I run that one, it's going to give me a John, right? So that's the whole concept of sending, parameters using arguments. And I don't like this method myself because I like to know exactly how many parameters are going in and such like that. I don't like this kind of guessing information, right? So the other way also we can also pass in parameters is by using the concept such as. So let me change this. I'm going to change this to name 1, name 2. Let's just keep it name 2, right? And in my print hello, I can say name 1 is equals to Robert. Name 2 is equals to that. And let's just take this out for now. All right, and that, of course, will give me a little bit of problem. Okay, run this, and you see names one, right? Name one, I meant name one. All right, so you see, you can even, I mean, this is weird of what Python allows you to do. Normally, other languages don't allow this. You know, the parameter name, I can supply it here and say, you know, name is going to be this, the second one is going to be this, and so forth. Right? And what that means is that you are basically providing a key and a value, right? A key and a value side by side. So instead of me doing that, I can change that to a, you know, keyword argument. So that is basically you're going to use a double asterisk, keyword args, right? Keyword args, and that it does exactly the same thing. Instead of you, you know, keyword args, keyword arguments. You know, I don't need to put that there, but I can put names here, right? In a lot of cases, you will see it's KW args, right? That's what you use. Or if it was one, you'll see arguments, right? I like using ARG arguments more than like a, you know, such as names, because I don't know, it's just a habit. Okay, in this case, so we have two, and this is names. So that tells Python compiler that list of arguments coming in is a key value pair, right? So what I can do, I can say names, and I can put here, I can basically put here name one, right? And hopefully, oh, I wonder if this needs to be in parentheses. I'm not sure. Yeah, that needs to be names. I believe this needs to be in parentheses. I mean, not parentheses, a single quote, in a quote. All right, see that? So that's the difference between arguments and keyword arguments, right? And other parameters you have seen here, you know, I can also put in, you know, names in here, say, none provided. All right, so if I call this method without a name, you know what's going to happen? It's going to print. It's going to print that, but of course, none is provided, right? It's going to print it out, none is provided. So, but if I do provide one here, all right, then it's going to like it and say, hey, there's a name. All right, other things you can also provide to this, you know, maybe if I have a, you know, I like this better. So I'm going to say names list is equals to a square bracket, and I can provide some names here. Robert, Mary, such as that, and you can provide the list as it is, names list right there. And in that case, that will be changed to n list, right? And how do we, so let's print this out, okay? You will see it's going to look a little weird, but it'll work okay. I'm so good at copying and pasting and moving fast that I miss some of the code, right? Yeah, so you see hi there, but the names, you know, I don't like the way it's looking because it's printing the entire list. And in order for you to print just one of them, you can do it that way, right? Put a 0 there or 1 there, and it will print what you want it to print. All right. So that is that, you know, I use the list a lot in Python. You know, I like this better than anything else. All right. Hopefully this makes a little bit of sense of how to use arguments and keyword arguments, right? That's the key. That's the concept here.